Trethage is an outsider in Panchala, smaller, coastal, and descended from Mouse-Ropen colonists. Early in this campaign, the 7 families of Trethage sent forces to the neutral city of Mousapur, only to receive a fierce reaction from the Panchalan powers, who threatened to unite and destroy the cities. Some frantic diplomacy, and the war was called off. Mousapur would remain as a neutral buffer city between Trethage and the rest of Panchala. A few months later, Trethagian explorers find the island nation of Nevskets, previously unknown to civilization, and launch an immediate invasion. The mice of Nevskets are outmatched by numbers and technology, yet the Trethagian invasion stalls, taking one city and then nothing more for month after month, allowing the Nevskets time to develop black powder weapons and send emissaries in search of allies. One of the allies they find is Paneria, and through them Dunbara. The Dunbarans send emissaries to Trethage with some threats and bribes and empty boasts, claiming that Nevskets is actually part of the Dunbaran Empire. The Trethagians are outbluffed, and instead of conquering the island, agree to halt and support Dunbaran plots in the New World. After several more months, Dunbaran and Ublicon forces arrive in Trethage and march for Massacre. Burdanese mercenaries follow, and then a small Trethagian force after that. There is also rumour that Panerian cavalry are on the way, transported on Dunbaran ships. But as we have seen, this late intervention to Massacre arrives too late. Crimsonian reinforcements and Manathian expeditionary forces and the collapse of Free State forces means the Mousican War is over. As Dunbaran forces move back into Trethage, the Dunbaran fleet brings the remaining Free State forces into exile and uses them to occupy Basilona, the southern Trethagian city, betraying the 7 families and launching a takeover bid. At the same time, an expedition force from Trentus arrives in River Plateta, the northern Trethagian city. The 7 families have long been in conflict with their colonial motherland over trade and other assumed obligations. The Trentish force has been dispatched to bring the cities to heel, and now find the Dunbarans attempting to take over the nation. Conflict erupts. The Trethagian army that has been sitting in Getel, Nevskets, had sailed home, but their loyalty is immediately suspect. Half of the army marches away to liberate their city from the Free State forces controlled by Dunbara. The other half stays and swears loyalty to Trentus. As the Dunbaran forces march south past River Plateta, the Trentish force moves out to intercept them. A fierce diplomatic row has erupted over which Mouse-Ropen power has the right to occupy Trethage, and now that row turns kinetic, as there is a battle on the outskirts. The Dunbarans are generous with cheese. Most of the Trethagian units join their cause, apparently preferring Dunbaran disarray to Trentish tyranny. But patriotism is the first refuge of scoundrels, and it is more cheese than pride that turns the Trethagian coats. The battle is a disjointed affair. There are some valiant cavalry charges, some vicious volleys, and some close-range artillery fire. At a vital moment, the Dunbaran commander rides across some open ground to join the Trethagian leaders, leaving a unit of Ublicon light infantry to hold the centre and maintain connection, just as 2 brigades of Trentish guards charge home. The Ublicons fire, but the guards push through and smash the centre. The Dunbaran force is cut off from the Trethagians, who are themselves cut off and surrounded by Trentish cavalry. Various swords are handed over, some banners lowered, and the Dunbaran troops are taken into custody, and Trethagian forces are disarmed and disbanded. The campaign continues.